Looked down and I stepped in a pool of blood. And I was like, what the hell? Hey guys, so this is a story how I almost got shot at a party. So this story begins with me and my two cousins, Danny and Mia. Mia doesn't appear in the story as much as Danny does, but like, let's start. Forgot to introduce myself. It's Miss Anonymous. All of these names are anonymous. These stories are 100% true, and names are changed for the sake of privacy. So, people who know me know who I'm probably talking about. I'm not scared. Kind of. I'm far away, so I could say that. I used to live in the Bahamas, in Nassau to be exact, and that's like the capital of the Bahamas. And American and Caribbean dances, parties, we call them dances there, they are this different. So like, just keep that in mind. It's a dance hall. If you don't know what a dance hall is, look it up. Not Jamaican, just a dance hall in general. There's a difference. There is a huge difference. Okay, so this happened about maybe like 2 or 3 weeks after my 15th birthday. I had just turned 15. I'm a baby, y'all. Don't make a big deal out of it. You know what I'm saying? So, Danny, Mia, and I are like 1 year apart each. So Danny is born in 2000, Mia is born in 2001, and I am born in 2002. So that's the age group or whatever. So during my birthday, I left. We were on a different island, but I left early because I felt like I was being mistreated. Like I didn't like the way how I was feeling there. Like it was my birthday, but I did not feel like it was my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So they came back and they were acting like overly nice to me. And I was like, okay, if y'all giving it, I'll receive it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, they probably trying to make up for what they did. So I was like, okay, I'll go to the party with you guys or whatever. So I'm the only one who carries a bag. I'm the only one who watches over. Then I'm the mama hen. I'm the one who makes sure that nobody gets lost and or kidnapped all night. Okay? So that's basically what I do. You came with us, you gonna leave with us. That's the rule. That's like what I basically do. So, first of all, this party was in the darkest forest I have ever seen in my entire life. Like, and I was like, this don't feel right. Like, the whole night did not feel right to me. Like, you know, like when you, like my intuition usually leads me right. So I was like, this don't feel good. Y'all ain't nervous? All these bushes out here with all the people, like, you know what I'm saying? So, so we drove there. So let me give you like a little setup of like how the place is, right? So there are gates there, and then there's like a slope, like a ramp. Like no, it's not a ramp, but it's like a slope. So your car goes upwards and then it parks to the top. So this particular area we had been before at another party. So I was kind of familiar with the area, but like we didn't know exactly how to get there, even when we were like driving there the first time. And I was like, I'm gonna die in the woods and ain't nobody gonna find out. so the place that it was like a mansion basically, and the house it was open to like the public. It was like on the right hand side, and there was like a big field, and then there was like a pool once you go inside the house, like in the back, right? So keep in mind like this visual, like another house on the other side, right? So we walk up the slope or whatever, party's going on. Yay! Everybody's excited, but me. I'm looking around and seeing like these little like toddlers, like 12-year-olds, and I'm like, they all parents. Like, that is common in the Caribbean, just saying. But I was like, you look like my cousin, like, and he's 6. Y'all ain't supposed to be here. So when I got there, like, I just, like, the atmosphere of the place was like a warning bell. So that's like warning number 1, right? So we walk in, I don't see anybody I know, so that's warning number 2. Like, just off the bat, like, if I don't see anybody I personally know, and let me tell you, Nassau is a small place, you are going to see somebody you know at a party at least once. Like, one of my old classmates that I haven't seen in like 10 years, you will see them, okay? So I was like, this don't feel right. So we walked there, my cousins, they go off to get something to drink, and I was like, okay, whatever. So I'm just like, I'm like an observant person, so I was just scanning around, and then I spot him. I was like, oh, is that my favorite DJ? And he cute, but we ain't gonna get into that. So I was like walking by that area, but it was the worst part because, like, okay, how I said there was a pool earlier, right? Apparently it was a pool party. I don't know if it was or if it wasn't, right? Because you can't quite tell. But people were in the water. I don't know if they're supposed to be in there, but they were in the water. So the DJ booth was like this far from the pool, right? And then they had like a plethora of people in this area by the booth. And then they had people in the pool jumping in and out. And I was like, this is just a statement for disaster. And like, I'd run times he'd be like, hey, don't wet up my equipment. And I was like, y'all better stop, because like, I want to have fun. Because there's like only like 10 or something, right? So anyway, my cousins, they come back, they're like, oh my god, yay. They had some friends in the corner, like we went on the other side. There was like a dark shadow, you know, those people who hide in the shadows and stuff. And I've met them before, so I was like, they know who I am. So we were talking a little bit, and then they were like, oh, let's go dance in this area, like right next to the pool. And I was like, y'all better don't push me in this pool tonight. I am not taking it, you know what I'm saying? And so the pool was like this close to me, right? So like, I had on sandals, so I kept on feeling like the water of the pool on my sandals, and that was disgusting, okay? Because I was like, I don't know when last y'all bathed, or sounds harsh, but you don't know. So anyway, we're dancing or whatever. I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm still worried, and I get pushed into it, and I was like, what? So there were 2 guys in there pushing. I was like, oh, no, wait a minute. So they were like, and then people just push them apart. And then they act like nothing happened, right? And the guy who got pushed, like, he was like holding his face or whatever, right? And I was like, warning bell number 3, by the way. I was like, what happened, right? My cousin, she was like, Danny, she was like, oh my god, it's nothing, you know, like, oh my god, it's not important. So I was like, what the hell? So, as I said, it's nighttime, by the way. The water feels cold on my feet, but I move my foot, and I feel something warm. Instantly, disgust filled my body, and I was like, what is this on my foot? And I looked down, and I stepped in a pool of blood. And I was like, what the hell? Daddy, blood on the ground. I think we need to go. And she was like, no, that's nothing. Say, the guy who was fighting, he's one of my friends. Say, the guy punched him on his nose. I was like, did he get stabbed in his nose? That's a lot of blood. Like, I don't know, like this much. And I was like, let's go. And she was like, no, we having fun or whatever, right? So I was like, oh my god, we gonna die. like we in the woods, they blood on the ground. I don't know if they stabbing people, like what's going on, right? So time goes on, partying, right? All I hear the DJ say, no, and the music stopped. And I was like, ain't over, right? Because it was like 12 o'clock. I was mad because I paid money to get in there, right? So the music stops, and he's like, they got like a wire wet, and he's like, y'all ain't getting my crap wet. I'm saying a good word for it. So he packed up and he left, right? And the people was like, oh well, party over, right? And so you know what they say? They said, party ain't over. Listen to me. So the people at the house, they were probably like calling the police to like get us out, which is a common thing at our parties. So they were like, we ain't leaving. So somebody pulled out this magical like speaker and started playing music. So I was like, how we gonna get home? Cause like my cousin who dropped us there, my other cousin, she dropped us and she was like, good luck. And I was like, how we gonna get home? Right? So we got the speaker going on, we looking for a ride, and there is someone freaking jumping off of the roof into the pool. And I was like, we need to go home. Right? So the police came and they was like, party shut down or whatever, right? So we was like, okay, he going home. I could live another day, right? So the police, I think they didn't get too far, right? They kind of left. We were gonna get taken home by a guy who knew Donnie's friend. So one of Donnie's friends, let's call her Riley. He knew Riley, so we met him before. He's cool. So he knew Riley. So he was like, oh well, my friend, I could wait for him to come back. He went to the bathroom or something. I don't know whose bathroom he went to, but that's a story for another day, because they were not letting them in the house. So he was like, okay, we waiting for him, right? And so I was like, I can't believe I stabbed in blood. Like, that's what was going through my mind, right? But like the whole floor surrounding the food, it was wet. So like our like jeans and our feet were getting soaked. And I was like, what type party is this? So we're now preparing to leave. The guy came back. We're walking down the hill, right? As I said, everybody were told to get out. So there are about 50 people walking down at the same time, right? All I hear in the back of me is vroom vroom. And I was like, so I run on the side, right? I was like at the very top because I was walking slow, right? And a car came speeding down. And I was like, what type darkness is going on in here tonight? Like, what's the problem? So everybody was screaming and everybody was like, but what's wrong with this person? You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, they really trying to kill me tonight. So the person, they like stop at the gate, right? And I was like, what's going on, right? So I was like, nope, you know what? I going back up that way, right? As soon as I turned around, pop, pop. My mother told me if I ever hear pop, pop, drop to the ground. But I was like, I can't drop to the ground. Yeah, they might get me. So I ran and I hid. In that hiding corner, there was a woman and her daughter, right? And the woman, just like me, had an intuition that said something was probably wrong with this party. So she came to pick up her daughter early. Bang. Boom. See? Like, I know I got smart somewhere. So the woman, she called the police. She said she called the police already, say, because she saw the guys fighting or something like that down there, right? So I called the police too. And then the first person, I was like, my mommy tell me if I am in a dangerous situation, call her. So I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I don't know what y'all need to do, but they shooting out here. You know what I mean? So they were obviously worried, right? So the person who lived inside the house that owned the pool, it was like an old woman, right? And they usually rent out their yard. So she was like, you guys can come inside or whatever. And I was like, my cousins are still out there. Can I go get them? And she was like, okay, say, but hurry up, say, I gonna let you back in one more time, and then I can lock the door and ain't nobody else coming in the house, right? So I went over my cousin, and I was like, like in that moment, I was panicking. I was like freaking out. So I was like, listen to me. You need to go. I was like, let's go. Let's go. Like somebody offering us a place to hide or stay that's safe or whatever. I say, let's go. Say, we don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Every time I talk with this part, I sigh. I don't mean to. But Danny and Mia was in her own world, to be honest. I don't know what the hell she was thinking about. But Donnie was like, no, we don't need to go. See why you freaking out or whatever. And I was like, this girl really trying to show off in front of her friends. And I was like, you know what? Let me leave it to Jesus. So like I was trying to get them to come. And I was like, they ain't want to come or whatever. So they was like, go inside. They come inside, say you can't force them. And I was like, it's something on my cousin. Like, I felt really bad because like I'm like the mother hen, so I'm like I want to protect people. So I was like, I felt really bad because like if anything had happened to them, I'd feel like it was kind of on me. But I was like, I'm not supposed to feel this way because I'm the youngest. Like, y'all supposed to protect me. That's like how I felt. But whatever. So like every time I think about it, I get like really emotional or whatever. But I was like, y'all really ain't gonna come inside in this dangerous situation? Like, really? Like, for friends? I was like, they ain't gonna jump in front of a bullet for you. I'm positive for that. They gonna duck and run. They gonna save theyself. You save yourself. So I went inside, and unfortunately, when I was talking to my mommy on the phone, the police were there, but like they were like de-escalating the situation during that time. And my phone died. I usually carry extra charger and stuff, right? But I didn't bring it that particular night because I was like, I don't probably need it, right? So it died in the middle of my phone call, so they were probably really worried. And so yada yada yada, I come outside and Donnie comes to me pissed with the phone in her hand, right? And she was like, did you call your mommy and stuff? Say your mommy and your sister them to because the thing, I mean, I was like, yes, what's the problem, right? So she was mad because I called them and told them we were in a dangerous situation and that we probably needed someone to come pick us up or help or like, you know what I mean? So I talked to the phone of them, and then she was like, "Here, baby," and I was like, and we were arguing, and I was like, "Don't be childish." I was like, "You're not listening," like. And the thing that made it so terrible was when I was saying something to her, like I was like, "You need say come on, don't be childish," or something like that. She's like, "Don't be childish," and I was like, "Bye." I was like, bro, what the hell is going on? Like, I thought I was in the Twilight Zone. I was like, she being on something but common sense. Like that night. I still love you, girl. Don't worry about this. This was in the past. But I was like, what the hell she being on tonight? like, what's her motive? What is going on? Like, what? So it was like so bizarre to me that she did that. And like I was like crying because like I was like, y'all supposed to protect. It was like a really high tension moment. So it gets emotional. She was like, I don't care if you tell your sister what I say, right? Because my sister's like, she's the mama bear to me. She like protect me or whatever. So we went home, right? And she didn't talk to me for like 2 months. And I didn't talk to her for 2 months either. And then like one day we just like say hi or something, and like it got better instantly. That's how it works, okay? But I went home to my sister, and her mom was sitting there waiting for her, and her mommy was like, you okay? And she walked into her room and he didn't say nothing. And I was like, ooh, you make me mad. like I was so mad. She was like, I don't care if you tell your sister or whatever. Because I don't usually argue. I don't like to argue and like stuff like that. But like, come on. You know what I mean? So I was upset, and I was telling my my mommy and sister like what happened that night and stuff like that, and they were like, every adult told me that I was right to do what I did. And so like these are the things that I want you guys to take away. If you hear pop or anything near pop and you ain't supposed to hear pop, if it ain't New Year's or whatever, call the police. That's number 1. Number 2, if you are going to a party, no matter what type of thing you have, always have an extra charger or something like a plug or something with you. They are lifesavers, okay? Like always have like extra cash, like stashed in like a random jacket or something, so you'll have a way to get home. And wherever you go, no matter where it is in the world, tell somebody. That can literally save your life because you don't know what'll happen there. So like always tell somebody where you are, and like always tell somebody like what's going on there, like especially if it's a dangerous situation. And if somebody doesn't want to be saved, or somebody doesn't want to be protected or something, it's not your fault. Like, you gotta let that go. You gotta let it go and save yourself. Like, you can't be no hero, because if you have somebody who's resistant, chances are you and them will end up hurt. So if you have a chance to get somewhere safe, and you have a chance to save somebody else, if they're willing, then fine. But if not, you gotta save yourself. So always be careful at parties. Stay safe. You know what I mean? Like, stay on that. We come together. We leave together. Action. And always have a ride home. Please. Always have a ride home. Okay? Like, always. I hope you like this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.